into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Can you feel it? It is here. A very good morning, South Africa. Welcome to it. You are keeping it locked right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. On this Thursday, happy Klein Vrydag.
Yeah.
It is the 2nd of April. Jamie Dominic reporting live for duty this morning. Hello.
Hello, Jamie. Good morning. And my name is Raul de Morney. If you have not seen me, I'll be joining you on your incredible fitness journey, all things health and wealth and wellness. And obviously today is day 7 of the lockdown and we're one day away from getting through the first week. Expresso is here to keep you informed with all the latest updates on COVID-19, as well as some great food, exercises and health tips to get you through all these tough times.
Fred, I'm very confused. Like, why is the broomstick there? What is that?
Oh, don't mind me. I thought I'll just do some cleaning up around this place. You know, it needed a little bit of new energy. I'm only playing.
Listen, day 4 and already coming through with a broom, but of course we'd like to engage with you. This morning we want to know how the lockdown has sparked your creativity. Maybe you are like Raul, maybe picking up a broomstick around the house. We don't know, are you working on any new talents? While you're at home, let us know on our social media platforms, Expresso Morning Show, SABC3, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We want to hear all about you, but remember to use that all-important hashtag Expresso Show. But listen, have you been getting up to anything besides stealing your mom's broom? Like, what
Well,
you
I was actually sweeping the house at home. You know, I had some extra time on my hands, and I think I discovered a new talent, and that's finding out how to exercise with this thing over here. So it's going to be quite exciting. We're going to show you guys a little bit later on one of these new gym equipment hacks and how you can double up on not just cleaning your house, but cleaning your entire body with this bad boy over here.
I am so glad that I'm not into the fitness today, but maybe you at home can maybe post how you'll be working out today. You can join Ryle and Kutle a bit later on for the fitness segment, but of course keep it locked here from 7 to 9 a.m. We are going to be giving you inspiration to start this day off, but right now we're going to get into those news headlines with Kutle.
Yeah.
A very good morning to you, South Africa. Thank you so much for choosing to start your morning with us right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Now we have reached the top of the hour. It's time for us to have a look at those news headlines. Starting off in our national news, South African researchers are poised to start enrolling patients in an international clinical trial launched by the World Health Organization, which will compare the safety and effectiveness of 4 different drugs against COVID-19. Meanwhile, Health Minister Uzweli Mkhize has announced 27 new cases, which brings the total to 1,380 with 5 deaths. Mkhize was speaking at the launch of 60 mobile clinic units, which will go out into communities to test people in a matter of just 45 minutes. Still on national news, the Aurum Institute says it's deeply saddened by the passing of its chief scientific officer for HIV prevention, Professor Gita Ramji, who has died of coronavirus-related complications. Ramji was a world-renowned scientist who worked tirelessly to find HIV prevention solutions for women. She also served as a chief specialist scientist and director of the HIV Prevention Research Unit at the South African Medical Research Council. She also held honorary professorships at the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine, the University of Washington in Seattle, and UCT. On to international news. Despite many and loud appeals for caution, many Africans are rushing to embrace the chloroquine, the venerable anti-malaria drug touted as a possible treatment for the coronavirus. Chloroquine has been used for decades as a cheap and safe drug against malaria. Even if the effectiveness of the drugs against coronavirus remains for now unproven, concern about securing enough of them already runs deep. 2 decades ago, Africa, the continent worst hit by HIV, was last in line to receive new antiretroviral AIDS drugs when the treatment emerged from the labs. Still on international news, the coronavirus pandemic has now claimed more than 30,000 lives in Europe alone, with Italy at 9,053 and Spain 9,000, the worst hit countries. In the US, the death toll is now more than 4,000, with 865 fatalities in 24 hours and 190,000 people testing positive. In the UK, a total of 1,789 people have died, an increase of 381. Worldwide, some 866,000 declared cases have been registered in 186 countries and territories, with the number of officially confirmed fatalities rising to more than 43,000. And now the Cura School Group's bold step to fight the COVID-19 virus. As COVID-19 continues to spread worldwide and in South Africa, there is a global and local shortage of protective medical gear due to increased demand as countries battle the pandemic. South African private school group Cura now aims to use 3D printers at its schools to produce protective face shields for use by medical workers treating COVID-19 patients. Cura said these printers can easily be used to print protective face shields, including headband and shield components. Cura CEO Andries Greyling said, "As a country, we're all in this together, and we feel it is our duty as corporate SA and teachers of the next generation to lead by example and take a bold stand to help where we can." Now quickly turning our gaze into the world of entertainment, British actor Idris Elba took to Twitter on Tuesday to give an update on him and his wife, model Sabrina's progress with the coronavirus, saying that while they are asymptomatic and feeling physically better, they are still feeling the effects of the global pandemic. The pair have passed the quarantine period but can't get a flight home. Elba admitted he was concerned about succumbing to the virus due to being asthmatic, but urged all his fans to remain hopeful and appreciate the hard work being done on the front line by the healthcare workers. That's your 7 o'clock news roundup. Right now, it's time to have a look at the weather.
Thank you so much, Kutle. Happy Thursday to all of you. Now, we've asked you to send in your sunrise pictures this morning. Thank you so much to Barbara Hall, who sent us this beautiful pink skyline from Constantia, where mainly sunny conditions are expected, with a southeasterly wind reaching a maximum of 28 degrees today. Now, another one came through from Glynis Williams, who sent us this incredible sunrise picture from Magaliesburg, where cloudy conditions are expected with a brief morning shower and then cooler temperatures reaching a maximum of 21 degrees. Keep sending those pictures through. We love seeing them. But right now, let's take a look at the temperatures for the rest of the country. Starting off in Polokwane, high humidity is expected for you today with a low of 10, peaking at 24 degrees. Umbombela, your low is 12, peaking at 24 degrees as well. And then heavy rainfall can be expected for you, Pretoria, ranging from 12 to 22 degrees. Now, the coolest start to the morning can be found in Johannesburg with a low of 10 and a high of 20. For you, Mahikeng, 14, 22. And then thunderstorms are also expected for Klerksdorp today, ranging from 13 to 19 degrees. Kimberley, 15, 23, and then a couple of showers can be expected for Bloemfontein today with a low of 11 and a high of 22. Richards Bay, 15, 23, Pietermaritzburg, 11, 20, and then if you do find yourself in South Africa's playground, Durban, occasional rain can be found today with a low of 17 and a high of 23. Mthatha, 10, 20, and then a northeasterly wind of 24 kilometers per hour can be seen in East London today with a low of 16, peaking at 22 degrees. Cradock, 10, 26, and then an easterly wind of 30 kilometers per hour can be expected for PE Port Elizabeth today with a low of 15 and a high of 23. George, 14, 23 as well, and then high humidity expected for Sutherland today with a low of 11, peaking at 24. If you do find yourself in the mother city, Cape Town, your range is 16 to 28 degrees. Worcester, 16, 31, and then the highest temperature in the country can actually be found in Springbok today with a low of 17, peaking at 32. For you, Uppington, your low is 17 and a high of 30. Of course, whatever the weather, wherever you find yourself on this Thursday, happy Klein Vrydag almal.
Happy Klein Vrydag indeed. Welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Uncle Tabsy reporting for duty. Good morning, Raul.
Good morning. How are you today?
Good. How are you doing?
Absolute magic. Absolute magic.
Fantastic, man. It's a beautiful Thursday morning. We're almost done with the week. What day is it today? Day 6, day 7?
Day 6. Day 7, yeah.
Day 7. I'm losing track too. And that happens for so many people out there. I'm seeing so many people crossing out the days on the walls like they're in prison. But you know what? We can get through this, and we certainly are doing a good good job so far. Time for us to get this show on the road. We start off with a bit of an inspirational quote from someone who's lived through the world and inspired so many. This morning, we get it from Martin Luther King Jr., who was a social activist who led the civil rights movement in the United States. Now, besides receiving a Nobel Peace Prize in 1964, his fame and his ability really comes from his ability to use non-violent tactics to achieve civil rights and fight for civil rights as well. He's known very famously for his "I have a dream" speech, and I think we should all take some of his advice and use it during our times of crisis. This is what he once had to say.
If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. And if you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. I think it's an absolutely pertinent sentiment, and it relates very well to something that I was brought up in my culture of Dala what you must.
Dala what you must.
Yeah, man, whatever it takes, especially in these desperate times. I think everybody, like we were discussing yesterday, needs to band together, needs to do their part and find a way to make it work. And I think that everyday act of heroism is what's going to make us become a united nation that really does overcome this pandemic.
I love it, and we're seeing it. South Africans are resilient, and they're doing it every single day, whether it's working from home, whether it's keeping at home and keeping safe. So continue on that trajectory. Just keep moving forward. Thank you so much, Raul Demoni. Thanks so much, Martin Luther King Jr. We're going to take a break. We'll see you after this.
Only you can make my day.
Pharma Dynamics. Effective, affordable healthcare.
It's my feel-good breakfast show. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Happy birthday, a very happy birthday to you.
Yebo!
Yebo, yebo, yebo. Welcome back to it. You are keeping it locked right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Now, when you hear that sound, you know it's that time of the day where we get to wish you, our loyal and loved viewers, a very happy birthday. Now, you may not be able to go out, but we hope you're at least celebrating the best you can at home. Now, the one and only Quavo, the rap, I know,
I love him.
It's his birthday today, and he's turning 29 years old, looking all kinds of fleek. Now, Quavo's real name is actually Quavius Kiate Marshall. Did you even know that?
I didn't know that.
Well,
but I knew it wasn't Quavo.
Yeah, no one knows the Charles Quavo. But anyway, he is, of course, an American rapper, songwriter, record producer, and the co-founder of the popular hip trio known as Migos. Now, the trio has released singles that have topped the US charts in the past years. Now, Quavo still continues to belt out one hit after another. He is just keeping us on trend. And news on the street is that Migos will be releasing an album titled Culture #3 soon. We cannot wait to hear it. But Quavo, we know you're keeping it locked right now. You are tuning in via YouTube. YouTube. So happy birthday, Quavos.
Happy birthday, cute dog. Let's get on with some more birthdays, your birthdays this time around. Here's a message. It says, my beautiful wishes to Yolanda on this beautiful and special day. You're the most precious thing that life can offer to anyone. The most beautiful, gorgeous, and lovable girl in the world. I'm thankful for having you. Happy birthday, Yolanda. Happy birthday. I love that message. It doesn't say who it's from, but I'm guessing this is from someone who really does love you. And then Peyton, it says here, to my darling daughter Peyton on her 11th birthday today, may God bless you with many more. You are one special angel, and we promise to celebrate you as soon as the lockdown is over. Hey, celebrate Peyton every day. Celebrate her now, celebrate her today. This is from Mummy and Daddy. Happy birthday.
So cute, man. And then a happy birthday to Morphiz, our cutie pie. Always remember how much you are loved by the people around you. Enjoy this special day. My friend, looking all types of fleek there, Feziswa. Love it. And then a happy 23rd birthday to Jamie Lee, my naamgenoot. May you have a blessed day. Much love from Miley and Sean.
And today we celebrate Doreen and Leon Gary Haskins. May God bless both of you twins equally. We love you so much. Thank you. This is from your loved ones, Doreen and Leon. Happy birthday to you. And then, of course, to this lovely soul, Semil, known as Pindile by her family and friends, wife to my brother, Makazi to my son. Your beauty is not just on the outside, it's from within. And in the Bible, on the book of Proverbs 31, I share that verse with you, Simi. God has got your back. Love you. Happy birthday from Gobisa and Yolo. What a beautiful, beautiful message.
Absolutely.
Oh, guys. Stunning.
Beautiful. And if you are celebrating your birthday today, happy birthday. But if you'd like to send your loved one a birthday message, send your 15-second video to 071 640 6551, or better yet, email us at birthdays@cordova.tv. Happy 2nd April. Happy birthday from all of us here at Expresso.
All right, so we're in the kitchen, and once again, happy birthday to all those incredible humans that's celebrating their day of birth today. And we're in the kitchen making something special with Clement over here. My man, how are we doing this morning?
I am so good. I'm loving waking up so early in the morning. It's crazy.
It's not a bad start to
It's
the day.
amazing,
Lots of
yeah.
energy, lots of beautiful smiles on this side, at least. I wish you guys could smile this. But obviously, juggling and working at home is quite a difficult task, especially when you're keeping the kids entertained and trying to feed them, which can be more than a handful during these days of lockdown. So Woolies is here to give you a helping hand with a delicious work-from-home lunch that is really quick and easy to prepare. So to show you how this protein-rich sardine salad Niçoise toast is made, we have Chef Clement. So Niçoise salad, what exactly is
it's
another French?
Yeah.
I'm seeing your heritage coming out here again. I heard yesterday we had some of that French culture in you. So what is happening? What
a
is
little
that?
unintentional, but yeah, okay, thank you for that. So we're going to celebrate the toast today. So this is a very fancy take on a Niçoise salad. A Niçoise salad normally has high-quality tinned tuna, okay?
Okay.
It's got your green beans, it's got some radishes, it's got black olives in there, some potato, and it all comes together to be like this really like combination of textures and flavors. So I thought, because I love sandwiches so much, and sandwiches, they sound basic,
yeah.
but a master sandwich literally has a combination of textures and flavors and colors, which is exactly what this is right now.
The most bougie sandwich I'm going to eat in my
is.
lifetime. I cannot wait.
But I asked for you to be in the kitchen because this is something you would appreciate. Like, this is the ultimate post-workout sandwich. You got the protein from that fish, and it's got those omega-3 fats in there, which you know we need to supplement into our diet. We need that.
100%. Clem, you're talking my language, definitely.
You know?
For me, especially when it comes to being an athlete, I think macros are so important. And especially in the modern day, people are very afraid of fats. There's a big fear and this intimidation of fat, such a bad thing. But coming from an athletic mindset and also seeing the benefit of fat itself, especially omega-3, for someone like me, Clem, it's incredible to see the benefit of joint support, how it assists in reducing inflammation as well. And when you're constantly pounding those joints and those muscles, this is perfect. So this is the good kind of fat that we all want to invite in our lives.
Endorsed by Raul, right?
Yes,
guys, put a stamp on it.
Approved.
Put a stamp on it, make it, eat it. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So I adapted this recipe, right? So I've taken the tuna out and I've gone for some tin sardines. I've got this weird obsession with tin sardines, tin mackerel. I just love the flavor of it, the intensity, and how you can adapt that to other recipes like we're doing today. And again, you spoke about about those essential good fats that are in there. So that's my fishy element. Tuna's out. Then the black olives we'd normally have with the potatoes. I've taken the potatoes out and I've gone for this ciabatta with the black olives inside the ciabatta.
Oh, double up.
There we go.
I like it.
And then it's got a bit of a slide, because if it's got a salad, it's healthy, right?
This is true.
There
so
we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so
am I right in saying that you can replace these
Absolutely.
these canned fishes with any sort of
Yeah.
option? So tuna, mackerel, sardines,
kippers. For me, breakfast, that's the way, definitely.
Try that. That
So
sounds good.
try and see the combination, see what you like best, and then go with that.
Right.
Especially now during lockdown, you might not have all these ingredients, and it's all about you making it your own.
Okay.
Right, absolutely. Green beans, okay? Super easy. Green beans I just blanch in some hot water and some cold water. I kind of want the crunch to be in there. I don't like soggy, broken down vegetables. And also, why am I doing this nutritional thing with you? Because I see you're locking in all those nutrients when you're doing it like that. So you're getting the best out of the ingredient. So green beans going in, radishes, we just actually picked from our garden, and also Woolies have beautiful selection of radishes right now. It gives you extra crunch, a little bit of pepperiness as well.
Okay.
Like I said, a sandwich is boring unless you focus on the textures and the colors of it all. So get that in there. Some spring onion. Maybe take the spring onion out for breakfast. You maybe can get that breakfast spring onion vibe. I don't mind.
And
That's
you know
good.
what time is breakfast these days when you're locked down
Exactly.
anyway? As long as it tastes good.
Breakfast all day. Lemon juice and lemon zest going in there, and a little bit of extra virgin olive oil.
Love
So
it,
you
Jess.
can actually get kids to actually make the salad, to eat the salad. It's all about the colors, and get them to use their hands. That's the best way to get kids to eat.
Get involved, make it
Get
fun.
involved.
You guys at home, make sure you check out online. We're on the expressoshow.co.za, expressoshow.com, and you can see more of these recipes right on the articles page and some more of the incredible work that Clem is doing.
Right, we're gonna build this like super quick. Dijon mustard, use whatever mustard you have at home. It's also an optional. Maybe go for some mayonnaise if you don't have any mustard at home. I'm gonna build 2, and the other one I'm gonna leave because we can snack on that separately. Then some salad leaves, super easy. Use whatever salad leaves you have at home right now. I like the purple ones because they're kind of bitter, and I like the flavor you get from that. Then I've washed my hands, I've sanitized, I've done it all. So I'm gonna use my hands just to like pile on these greens, just like that. If it falls off, it's fine. It's a little snack on the side.
Beautiful. And you guys obviously at home, if you have any ideas or extra inspiration that you want to add to this niçoise salad or any little added specialties that you think could updo this version of the niçoise salad, then join us online. It's theexpressoshow.com and let us know what your thoughts are on the meal.
Okay, those beautiful sardines coming out.
I'm getting some good smells now. I'm actually seeing it coming to life, which is, for me, very important. We often eat with our eyes, Clem. I don't know if you often have that experience as well. And
100%.
the eyes are being stimulated very well. Yeah, lots of colors. This thing is coming to life.
Stimulate your eyes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. There we go. I can hear some in the background. You eat with your eyes.
Yeah, what are we doing? What is
Get
that
some
coming
poached
out?
eggs, yeah?
From boiling water? What did you...
So what I do is a little bit of simmering water, just a little bit of vinegar in there. That just helps bind the proteins in the egg.
Okay.
And then that stops the eggs from going super stringy. It keeps it all together. And this is in for about 4 minutes. I like a super runny egg, but I would normally do it for 3 minutes then. But all you're gonna do is, normally a niçoise salad would have a boiled egg. We're going poached because we're fancy today.
We're fancy.
We're fancy.
bourgeois salads.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put 1 egg on because I still want you to see the beautiful color on that sardine. I love that. You wanna kind of see what you're eating as well. So this is the one with the poached egg, the one without the poached egg. People need to be eating more. You know what? Absolutely, I could do it from a height. Do it from a height. Just clean up afterwards, but just like that. People need to be eating more fish, so this is the one.
I must commend you though, Clem. I think the macro balance, it is important to me that your proteins, your fats and your carbs, all those boxes have been ticked. We've got some beautiful carbs coming out of the bread, some greens and some nutrients from the eggs as well. Of course, we've got the beautiful essential fatty acids. That's the good fat that we want to get from those essential oils, and the omega-3, which is coming from the fish. And then, of course, some more vitamins and fiber coming from the greens and the veg that we use.
So you approve?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I'm giving this the Nature Boy stamp of approval.
Boom.
Bang. This is the one. Guys, if you enjoyed this recipe, please let us know. So come online, join us on the expressoshow.com and let us know what you thought of Clem's beautiful infusion and a little twist on his niçoise salad. Niçoise salad. So if you work from home, lunch has never looked so easy with this healthy and delicious recipe that we are cooking, and it's easy to prepare. So to remember also to jump over to taste.co.za for some lockdown lunch inspiration. That's from me and Clem. Happy cooking, everybody, and enjoy.
Find your smooth fortune with Tropica. Buy a Tropica, follow the entry details on the pack and stand a chance to win your share of 1 million rand in prizes, such as a trip for 2 with KLM to Amsterdam, LG G8X cell phones, LG TVs and dishwashers, guest vouchers, guest watches and accessories, plus the smooth grand prize of a Suzuki Ignis. The more Tropica you buy, the more chances you have to win. Tropica, nothing smoother.
I am Mrs. President of South Africa. I am here to address you all because I'm my mate. Like, what's your problem, South Africa? Like, honestly, we are at a point now, Ganyiwa is South Africa because of you. Last week I had to come and address you as a nation because this thing is growing. It's becoming bigger than your mother. But no, you didn't want to take me serious. Now we're in a situation because you know... Are you coughing, sir?
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso right here on SABC3. As you can see, we are prepped and ready for today's workout session because the World Health Organization recommends at least 30 minutes of physical activity every day. This can be achieved in the comfort of your own home, back or front yard with no special equipment. The fitness segment today will feature another common household helper, a broomstick. Who would have thought? Do not be fooled by how light it is. A simple broomstick such as this one can be used to strengthen and tone muscles and align your posture, among many other things. So grab a broomstick right now and join us for a quick workout session. Raul, it's the first time I'm working out with you.
Yeah, are you ready? Are you
the
excited?
Lockdown period.
Don't be too nervous.
No, I'm not. I am actually ready. I saw what you did to Jamie and Tabi, so I'm ready for you.
I'm just doing my job. All right, challenge accepted. So thank you guys for joining us back at home. If you have been continuing and have been joining us on our fitness journey, you'd know and you'd feel already a little bit of pain in the body, a little bit of that DOMS, and that's a good thing. That means we're working the body. We're putting ourselves in a vulnerable state where we are actually now starting to grow, develop, and strengthen. So adding to the beautiful business of health, we've got another gym equipment hack. We've got a broomstick.
A broom.
Yeah.
Right, grab one.
You can grab the broomstick, and then what I've done is for everybody that has the excuse of, well, I don't have a broomstick at home, I can't work out. No excuses. I've stole Gogo's little walking stick here. No, I'm only joking. This is actually my walking stick. I've taken this beautiful specimen on many, many hikes and many road trips in the beautiful country of South Africa. So I'm keeping this close to me just to remind me of the beautiful world outside that's waiting for us when we complete our lockdown.
You are so cute. Okay.
So what we're going to do, guys, obviously speaking about the pain, what's going to help today's session quite a bit is it's not only a strengthening exercise that we're doing in a complex, it's not only a mobility session, but it's also going to help with our range of motion and just recovery in general. So it's a 3-part kick-ass session that we're about to go down.
right.
So what's going to happen first is we're going to put the stick behind our backs and we're going to do a squat twist. So the squat is obviously going to help with strength and burning calories, and the twist is going to give us a good stimulation on our core as usual. That's going to help us with our posture, keeping us standing straight and also sitting on the couch without slouching and getting a nice full breath. So we've got a lot of energy in the day to make it happen.
So just on the couch potatoes, come on, grab a broom, let's get to it.
All right, so in this position, what we're going to do is going to go down for a squat, hinging at the hips, making sure that we get the glutes to go back. All right, knees are and legs are at 90 degrees, and then we're coming straight up with a twist to the one side, and then straight back into your squat. And then you're holding it down there and then straight back into a twist on the other side. And you'll feel a nice little thoracic twist over there.
Yes.
Upper body's also getting a good stretch.
Yes.
And we're keeping our posture. And what happens is when we keep the stick or the broomstick behind you, this is preventing you from, if you guys see on the camera, preventing me from rounding my back. And that's really important when you guys are at home trying to pick up heavy objects, or maybe the kids have left some toys at home. We don't want to round our back when we're picking things up. We want to actually use our legs, keep our low back nice and straight, and pick it up with our legs, and it doubles up as an exercise during the day.
That's actually very
So the messier your kids are, the more fit you're going to be on top of this one as well. All right. Tip of the
I
day.
love that.
Okay, so let's just hit 5 reps in total, just
All
to
right.
give them a feel. We're going down for a squat, and then we've got a twist, another squat, down for a twist, making sure our knees don't go over our toes. Beautiful form, Kushle. That lower back is nice and straight. Absolutely loving it. One more rep, and then we'll complete 10 at home for you guys that are doing the challenge.
Yes.
Otherwise, we'll move over to our next exercise.
All right, cool.
So next exercise, what we're going to be doing, we're going to hit the core even more now, all right? We're going to rest that lower body a little bit, going into the sit-up position.
Wow.
Legs are at 90 degrees on the floor, and goal number 1 of your push-up, if you guys did the metabolic challenge, you want to make sure that you aren't moving your feet too much when you're doing your sit-up. So try stay away from and trying to get in your sit-up. You really want to lock down on that core. Okay, so holding your broomstick or your stick or any straight object that's strong enough in front of you, you're going to go for a sit-up, and then you're going to go for a twist at the top, hitting those obliques, and then straight back down onto the ground. All right, so Kushle, I want you to try and face
My
your stick
core
to the
is
sky.
currently failing me, but I'm here.
All right, so sit up again, point it up to the sky as high as you can, and then twist back down. Beautiful. Let's go for 4 more. 1. Beautiful stuff. Keep that core engaged. 2, and if you want an extra challenge, try and bring the broomstick all the way through to the back of your head. That's going to get an extra stretch in that core region, and then on the way up, it's going to make it even more challenging.
That's the one that went to a private school. As Uncle Tabs always says, remember to breathe, because these personal trainers will not remind you. Remember to stay alive.
We just care about the bird.
Yes.
All right, we're going to carry on with the core now, and we're going to also increase our mobility while getting some movement in the lower back and the spine. So what we're going to do now, holding the stick in front of you, your challenge is to see if you can try get your feet through the stick, lying back down without your feet touching the ground. And then again, we're going to try and reach as far as you can. Oh, I'm struggling. And then straight back into your sit-up. And that's 1 rep, all right? A nice, challenging mobility exercise. We're going to go for, let's try 4 reps. You ready? Are we ready? All right, so we're going to start in the seated position. Let's see if you can get your feet through the stick. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. There we go. Nice. All right. And then try lie down straight on the ground, and then go back into that restart position. Get that stick back up. Lovely. Fight it, fight it. I love it. And then straight back on the ground again.
I need to understand how my mother can do this exercise, Ryle.
Really?
Yes. How can
Why?
she? It's difficult.
So what you can do is, obviously, if you can't get your feet all the way around, all you can do is, from this position that you are in, keeping your feet in the air, keeping your core engaged, you're going to go backwards.
Okay.
And then you're going to come straight back up into your push-up position.
All right.
And then we're going to go backwards and then come straight back into your push-up position. And you'll feel that stimulation in the lower half of your core especially. And that's a beautiful muscle. Magazine muscle for Tabisa over there. He loves those Levi lines, and this is an especially awesome one for that.
Okay, I don't want to be defeated, so let me try that one again.
Yeah,
so
try
what
one.
we're doing is try...
Balancing, keeping your core engaged, and your goal is to try get the stick all the way around your feet. Oh, almost there. That's your challenge at home.
Okay, no, I've got this.
One more time. Let's go. You got this. Fight, 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 fight. Oh, we are so close.
We'll get it right on our Facebook Live after the show, right?
Yeah. And the last exercise, sorry, we've got 2 more actually we're going to show you guys. I'll show the last one on the camera for everybody. So we've just finished up with the core, and now we're going to do a double up exercise, okay? So these are beautiful exercises to get that stimulation, stability in the lower half, and also we're going to hit the rear, so the glutes and the hamstrings. For me as a sprinter, this is beautiful stuff to strengthen the hamstring. What you're going to do is have your broomstick or your stick on the ground, your right leg over here, and you're going to have your left leg on the floor.
Okay.
A right leg in there, yes, that's correct. And
Right
you're gonna
leg.
slide that stick forward in front of you while kicking your leg behind you, right back.
Am I trying to keep my leg straight?
Yeah,
both of
keeping
them,
your leg
or-
a little bit hinged, and you want to
Okay.
try and create a straight curve all the way from your back, all the way down to your leg. That is perfect. And then you're going to bring it straight back up. You're going to bring it straight back up into 90 degrees. Try keep your balance. Use the stick if you can as well. That is going to assist you a little bit. But what you will feel, obviously, lack of balance is because I'm using my stabilizers and my core to do this exercise. You want to try 2 reps? Show the guys at home?
Yes.
Let's go for 1. Big slide out, sticking that leg out, getting that glute stimulated. Beautiful stretch, and then straight back up again, getting that core and stabilization. Perfect form. Let's go for 1 more. Straight stretch back out, keeping that stability, and then bring it straight back up to your leg, 90 degrees. Beautiful stuff. Guys at home, you're gonna do 4 rounds, 10 reps of each, and I hope you enjoy all the magic and the burn. Let me know how it goes. Join us online. But right now, we're heading over to the kitchen.
Clover Fresh Milk is the #1 milk brand in SA. Made with love by Clover.
Listen, just watching them gave me like heartburn. I didn't even know. I was tired just watching you guys. But listen, we are back in the kitchen. Happy, happy, washy, washy. Now, there are a few things in life that is as soothing and comforting as a bowl of, wait for it, hearty homemade chicken soup. And let's face it, let's be real, guys. We can all do with a little bit of comfort during these tough times, right? But the best thing about this is that it's freezable. So maybe you can make a double batch of this immune-boosting goodness. Enjoy some now and save some later during these #stay-at-home days. Now, to show us how to make this homemade chicken soup, and I'll put Gitter is in the kitchen. Happy, happy, washy, washy.
Hello, Jamie. Let's happy, happy, washy, washy.
Washy, washy.
Rao made me so tired. I need some energy. I need some soup. Just looking at them, it's like...
Listen, I'm so happy that I was not there. I'm in the comfort of the kitchen this morning because this speaks to the soul. A good chicken soup, especially now in this tough times. Like I said, we need this comfort right now.
Yeah.
Also with all the ingredients that you're putting in there, it's immune boosting. We need this. Our kids need this. Everyone needs it. Your husband needs it. So
Yes, my husband needs it. And they say that chicken soup for the soul. It is really for the soul.
Absolutely.
And especially if you're feeling a bit under the weather. You know, that's the first thing Mom brings to your bed. Is a bowl of chicken soup. So we're going to show the people how to make it. It's probably one of the easiest things to master in the kitchen is a chicken soup. It's so easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to take your word for it. So take me through it. Let's get right into it because I see you have a whole chicken.
Yes, we've got a whole chicken. We've got a beautiful chopped onions. And remember, onions is a natural antibiotic. We need that. We've got beautiful carrots, celery. This is like the trilogy normally when you start any base of soup or stock or anything. We've got some garlic and we've got some chilies. Chilies has also got some vitamin C in it, so also important, and some stock.
Gives it that.
But first of all, we're going to add some buttero. I love buttero.
And now, you speak
I love it more than you.
No, I love it more than you. You know why I love it? Because it has that rich buttery taste in it. Because it is a blend between the sunflower and butter oil. So you're getting that nice balance of salty and still knowing that it's good fats for you. So listen, I'm all about that. Throw it in. Don't be stingy with the butter, okay? Don't be stingy with it.
Sizzle.
Butter oil and the sizzle.
And what I like about buttero, it lasts 180 days on the shelf. You don't have to put it in the fridge. Sister,
Perfect for these
180
times.
days. We need it now. We need it now.
I mean, can we just? But now I'm very confused right now. I'm gonna have to give you a bit of a kitchen confession. The whole chicken. I'm a bit worried. Why are we using a whole chicken as opposed to using just normal cut-up chicken?
You can use cut-up chicken for sure.
Okay.
I love the whole chicken. It's just like so beautiful, and the skin and the bones give that flavor that you want.
Okay.
You know? But you can cut it up if you want.
Perfect.
But I like to do it like this, cook it whole, and then I like to put it in a bowl with a whole chicken. Everybody can take out their own meat. Can you imagine that?
Oh, so all hands kind of into this. I've never actually seen anything like that before. I've never had a whole chicken soup, so it's going to be interesting to see this. But again, I'm going to go back to our friend over there, the butter oil, because you know what? I use this for absolutely everything in the kitchen, whether I want to fry, whether I want to bake, whether I'm even cooking a soup. Not a whole chicken kind of soup, girl, but today we're going to learn. It's a Thursday. It's the 2nd of April, I guess. We are just learning new things in the kitchen with Analiki. Okay,
And what I like about this is the skin. That's where the flavor is. So brown that skin. Don't just boil it. So leave the chicken inside and brown it on all the sides because that's going to enforce that creamy, salty yumminess that we need. So okay, just sê maar kamstig, dis nou gebrown.
Ja, het is
It takes
gebrown,
about 15 minutes.
Okay.
Then we're going to add some stock, our chicken stock. You can use vegetable stock as well, whatever stock you've got in your home. So we're going to add that.
And throw that.
And you just want to cover it. You just want to cover your chicken.
And that alone as well with the oil will give that saltiness as well that the chicken's going to need. And you can smell it from
I
here.
can smell that sweetness of the onion.
It smells like home.
And then you add some carrots. I like to have like huge chunks of carrots inside. You don't have to grate it fine.
Okay.
Groot chunks of carrot is also beautiful. Then we're going to add our celery. Just add that. Oh, God, it looks really so delicious.
Listen, I'm going to pretend to be fake sick today just so that I can make the soup and then give it to my mom and be like, Mommy, I made you this soup. But of course, if you want to get your hands on this, visit expressoshow.com to get your hand on this ingredients and this recipe that we are making. It is a hearty, homey chicken soup.
And now you can go and put on, you close the lid, you put on your favorite TV show, binge watch, and then 2.5 hours later, you've got something beautiful. Beautiful.
Bob is your uncle.
If you've got a pressure cooker, 20 minutes, 30 minutes in a pressure cooker, then you're done, if you want it fast. But you can freeze this in the freezer, as we spoke about it before, freeze it in the freezer in small bits, in Tupperware. Remember Clem said yesterday?
Yes.
Not in glassware. Yeah, in Tupperware. Or you can keep it in your fridge for about a week.
Immune boosting right now. This is what we need. We need this comfort. We need the soul food to speak to us. Remember to get your hands on the recipe at expressoshow.com. But right now, we're going to take a quick break and we'll see you in a moment.
Clover Fresh Milk is the #1 milk brand in SA. Made with love by Clover.
Here's the challenge. And in the challenge, then, I'm gonna pick 3 people that are gonna win a thousand in game vouchers, man. All you gotta do is take a selfie. And the selfie, it mustn't be like, no.
Hello, South Africa.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Molweni nonke siyanamkela kwinkqubo yanamhlanje ka-Expresso right here on SABC 3. I'm excited for this part of the show.
Oh, so am I.
Hey, babes. Welcome to my YouTube channel is a phrase that we are all very familiar hearing from our next guest. Yes, we are talking about the one and only Lasizwe Dambuza. Woo! An international internet sensation who has made a name for himself interpreting how South Africans act on a daily basis on social media. And just yesterday, he posted his most recent body of work, giving us the scoop on how he #has got game at home during the lockdown. Let's check it out.
Here's the challenge. And in the challenge, then, I'm gonna pick 3 people that are gonna win a thousand in-game vouchers, man. All you gotta do is take a selfie. And the selfie, it mustn't be like, no. You must use your space. I mean, you can't go outside because it's locked down, you know. You must be indoors. Either take a picture in your mother's bedroom, in your father's bedroom, in the bathroom, in the toilet, in the kitchen, wherever. But you must add some to go. Make it creative, man. And impress me. Maybe here's some examples, you understand? Example number 1. Using the plants. Maybe something like this, you know, play with the kittens, something, you understand? Something like this, man, you understand? Welcome to Paris in the pantry! So, don't forget to use the #GotGame, retweet this tweet and above to further your chances of winning, and good luck. Happy selfie taking. I've got game.
Oh, you've got to love it. Oh, my God! Lasizwe will always have us in stitches with his #GotGame. Now, we all know that he's definitely got game, and his fictional character, Noma Trukensi, popularly known as the Tricky Baby, made moves of her own as the star of the Dare to Compare parody reality series with partnership, or this was a partnership with Game. So we thought this morning, let's take some time. Let's go, oh my God, and catch up with the one and only YouTube sensation, Lasizwe Tabuza. Good morning, my boy.
Good morning.
Morning. First of all, Tricky Baby, we are digging for those God game pictures. I don't like you at all. Now, you're no stranger to working with Game and also at Game. So tell us how you decided to share with everyone how you've #GotGame during the lockdown period.
So, you know, when I got the call, Game was like, because Game and I have a good relationship. So they were like, listen, Tiki Baby, you know, we need something that we can tell the people, because they're sitting at home, everybody's just sitting watching TV. They must do something. I said, listen, we must take unconventional selfies. You know, we must give that depth of field and just be crazy and wild. So it's all about literally now just going out of your comfort zone, going to Paris in your pantry, and literally just, it just be creative, man.
Yeah.
This is absolutely fantastic, but there's no ways I'm about to get into asking you questions without asking you first to give me a, oh my God!
Oh my God!
That's it. The mood is set. Lasizwe, you got to tell me, what has the response been like to your video that you posted yesterday showing us that you've got game during the lockdown? Were you surprised at all by the response and the reaction with people responding while they're on lockdown?
But guys, there are so many people, like, I was like, hi. Whoa, wow. Super tense. Like, I got, like, I think over 1,000 responses. Like, it was so difficult to pick who was doing what, because every response is so creative. Like, genuinely, laba, is cutty, and they're so passionate about, like, the selfie that they've done. I'm just like, wow.
No, literally, I'm under my net in the lockdown period, so they definitely do have time to take those creative pictures.
Yeah,
do we have some responses on social media?
And we certainly do. So some people obviously did go onto social media and they did heed the call, Lasizwe. And we're going to be taking a look just now at what they've had to say to you. And basically, we got one from Kolani Zaka who says, the pots are on the stove, stoop is polished, brush shined, laundry on the washing line, kushota izingubo. The baby is asleep. I'm doing spring cleaning in autumn. Life of a single mother. another hashtag got game. Ushayena le calamine. There's another one we got from Eugene Albertus, who took a selfie. I don't know if the selfie's been taken off that phone. Huh? It says lockdown selfies with Bay.
Is that phone valid for a selfie? Please confirm.
Mamela, anything can do. You ever know with that phone, it makes the post to be done.
and I guess that it says lockdown selfies with Bay. The Bay is silent because there's no one next to him there. It's a silent Bay.
It's a silent Bay. So selfies with
I love it. We've got one more. And this one was from Banele Ndaba, who says, on top of the sink, yes, at game stores, hashtag got game.
Batung, Manele, the sunglasses on top of the dugu. There's an iron here next to the ear. First of all, you are lying on top of my kitchen counter, Manele. Oh, man, you have definitely sparked something on social media. Now, your comedy is bringing so much entertainment to South Africans during the lockdown. What are your top tips for your fellow South Africans to show that they've got game during this period? What can you recommend?
But the first thing that I must recommend and I must emphasize, stay home. Stay home. Number 2, take this time to check what game do you have within you. So, meaning, do you want to read more? Do you want to cook more? Like, it's time that you do some self-introspection with yourself. And then after the 21 days, you never know, you might be the next master chef. And lastly, take this time to call your friends, your family, and strengthen the relationships you have with them. Because literally they're doing nothing, you're doing nothing. So start getting the conversations popping. So when we're back to normal, you've established the relationship.
I love what you say. And it's something we've continuously said on the show here is that at the end of this lockdown, a lot of us are going to walk out of it having discovered something new about ourselves and hopefully something we can make use of to advance ourselves in our careers in whatever space we find ourselves in. But of course, lastly, before we let you go, what's your message to all the many South Africans that are sitting watching you right now during this time, during lockdown, and what can they look forward to in terms of content from Tricky or from Lasizwe?
I just want to first start off by saying I am so grateful and thankful for the people that support me. YouTube in this country, people don't have data or Wi-Fi. It's a privilege. And the fact that, I can rank up like 100,000 views in a day, it's honestly, I can't even express how I feel about it because it's just so heartwarming. And I just want to say to every single kid out there, dream, like for me, I was once in Soweto living with my mom in a bedroom. And then I moved to my own apartment. So it's crazy that anything can happen if you dream. And lastly, to the parents, please allow your child to branch out into any field they want to do. Because you never know what they're going to be. Don't force them to be now a doctor, a dentist, because you never know, maybe they might be the next biggest musician.
Exactly.
So overall, to wrap up, I just want to say thank you to everyone that's watching. I'm releasing more content. It is going to be lit on the TL, on the YouTube streets, on the Instagram. I'm going to be entertaining everyone during this lockdown. It is my role. Madam President has spoken. I will give you guys entertainment as long as you guys stay home. And be safe.
We love you. We
Give
love
us
you,
what we need.
Thank you for that. Thank you so much for that. Go and take care. Keep safe. Keep in the house. Go change that outfit, man.
Bye-bye. We love you so much. You have grown immensely. Thank you for chatting with us right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. Keep on growing and keep on serving us what we need. We hope you and your family are keeping safe and healthy during this lockdown.
That's true. Now,
by the way, y'all are doing an amazing job during these lockdowns.
Thank you. Essential service, baby.
You guys are doing the Lord's work, okay?
Thank you so much. Essential service, my love. Okay, this is just one amazing example of how South Africans all over the country, they've got game. We've hashtag all got game while staying safe at home. And we encourage you right now to show us how you've got game by posting a picture or a video of yourself with the hashtag got game and tag Game Stores on Twitter and Instagram, or comment on the Facebook post. You could win yourself a 10,000 Rand game voucher.
Wow.
It's a big one. It's a
Say
big
that
one.
again. How much?
10,000 Rand game voucher.
Come on, everybody, 10,000 Rand game voucher!
Yeah.
T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com, and the competition runs from today to the 30th of April. Game has got you during the 21-day lockdown, offering a safe, reliable, and healthy shopping experience to buy your essential items online or in store. These essential items include groceries, pet food, household cleaning items, hand sanitizers, toiletries, pets, and baby products, all under their lockdown price freeze promise. No increased prices on essential items during the 21-day lockdown.
Fantastic stuff. So also remember, selected game stores will be open just for paying out social grants till the 3rd of April. You can also go on to game.co.za to see where your closest store is. Go to a selected game store that is safe, clean, and ready to welcome you. They're open between 9 o'clock in the morning and 5 p.m. this week. Show us how you've got game by posting a picture or a video of yourself with hashtag #GotGame on Twitter or Instagram. Comment on the Facebook post and you could win yourself 10,000 Rand in a game shopping voucher. Go on there.
Yes.
Hashtag #GotGame videos right now. We'll see you after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, all you beautiful people, right here to your Feel Good Breakfast Show on this Thursday morning. Thank you so much for choosing to wake up with us this morning. Now, with the world going into partial or complete lockdown over the COVID-19 pandemic, the travel industry is facing an immediate disruption to business as usual as public health concerns spirals, and people are encouraged or even forced not to travel at this time. Now, Travel Start's Linda Baum joined us safely from her home to chat about how Travel Start is making sure that everyone feels safe right now and what the future holds for the travel industry. Good morning, Linda.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. I miss you guys.
I miss you so much, and I know that we huggers, and I just want to get in there and give you like this big hug, but I'm so glad that you are on the other side and you're safe at home. Now, I want to get right into it because, of course, all the industries are taking a knock at the moment, but what I found and what we spoke about over this past three weeks with Travel Start is that the health and the safety of your employees and, most importantly, your customers has always been one of the biggest concerns for you guys. But can you give us an update on just how Travel Start is still making sure that everyone feels safe right now?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we obviously are still very much pushing our message as the whole country is that, you know, stay safe, stay at home, you know, that's the biggest message. But, you know, just in terms of our customers, we are keeping in touch with everyone. We hope you are all just please log into your emails and check any correspondence from us regarding future travel, current travel. Our main aim is still to just really look after you wherever you are in the world. We want to help you get home when the lockdown all comes to an end. And then just in terms of travel staff, I know you guys were asking a bit about that. How are we feeling about all of this? And, I just want to give the company a plug because, this makes me a bit emotional because we're one big travel staff family. And at a time like this where the industry is going through just unprecedented, the world is unprecedented times, we just know that from our CEO down, we are praying and fighting and fighting and praying and coming up with incredible innovation. All teams are working together to give our customers a better travel start when we all get out of this lockdown. And I think, just being involved with that, being a part of that, everyone encouraged to give ideas is really empowering, and it makes us feel a lot safer knowing that we've got a company behind us that's supporting the way forward for our customers and ourselves.
I absolutely love it, and I love seeing the optimism of you and just being positive in this space. I always say to travel is to live. It is such an inspirational concept and life experience at this time. But how do you keep the inspiration to travel alive during this lockdown period? So,
look, we've had to take a whole 360-degree turn on this. As you know, with Travel Start, we are constantly searching for the best deal at the best time and using all our efforts to get it out to our audience. And now, we're not doing that. We're trying to keep, our beautiful, as you say, the dream of travel alive and well. So if you go onto our lockdown page, I think it's got a far greater name, but if you go into the homepage, you'll find that there. And we're just full of great content, travel-inspired games, like anything, how you can staycation, how hey, it's got even working remotely etiquette on it. So please read our blogs, go to that page. And most of all, you will see on there, which I am so proudly South African about, the South African tourism. Flippin' video is amazing. Please just watch it. In fact, I think we're going to watch it. I think we're going to watch it now.
Lockdown, our very way of life suspended. But do not be alarmed by what you see, by these lonely buildings, these quiet roads. Yes, there's fear. Yes, there is panic. But do not be alarmed. Because as we speak, humanity is taking a stand by taking a step back. Even as you're listening to this, ithemba lanyuka, with the promise that izodlula lento, and we will meet again. We will do the things that matter with the people we love again. We will go back to our favorite spots, and we'll even discover new ones. Shy around and go places we always said we would. We will travel again, and we will gather again. Sikonze futhi. But for now, kasena sibaka, richachela morao. Because for us all to travel tomorrow, we have to stay home today. But here's one thing I can promise you. Noma kanjani, we will make it through this.
This epidemic will pass. If we act together, if we act now, we will overcome it.
A message from South African tourism.
Oh, wow, Linda, wow. That just gave me all the feels. We're all coming together for the love of travel. I think...
Isn't it beautiful?
It's beautiful.
So every time I watch it.
So inspiring that, you're going to make me cry. But listen, I think the question on everyone's mind is, how do you think people will inevitably look at travel after this coronavirus pandemic?
That's a very good question. And I'm kind of seeing it like when a new pet kind of puts its foot in the garden for the first time and goes tentatively into the future. And what I think there's going to be two things. I think that people are going to be like, oh my gosh, get me out of here. I've seen these four walls for too long. And I think, there will be, I think the world needs confidence to step back into it again. We all need that little bit of confidence. But I think first and foremost, our people are going to want to get back out there. And I'm so excited because I believe that our domestic space is really going to, people are going to see our own country through eyes they've never seen before. So I think domestic travel will come first. And I must say, this is just, please, people, please support your local SME tourism businesses, little businesses, and we're going to really be supporting that through Travel Start. So we want to help our industry. Secondly, I think that once the domestic scene is like, we're going to explore that, we're going to get stuck into that, we're going to use our domestic airlines. It's going to be phenomenal. We'll see our beautiful country, and then after that, then the international push will happen. And I tell you, once it starts, people, we are going to, the same stay safe principles will apply, but we want to see our world, and our world is waiting for us. We need to get back out there, everyone.
I love that, Linda Bomb. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Of course, you at home can visit the travelstart.co/LP/safe hyphen travel, or use the live chat function on the website to find out more. But let's all stay at home and let's stay safe. But right now, let's take a look at those news headlines with Tabsy.
Thank you very much, Jamie Lee. It is indeed after 8 o'clock. Time for us to take a look at those news headlines. We start off locally here in South Africa, where Transport Minister Fikile Mbalula has urged all taxi owners and operators to abide by the amended regulations for public transport during the remainder of the coronavirus lockdown period. Public transport will be permitted to ferry essential service workers from 5 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock in the morning, and from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. daily. Minibuses and midi-buses will receive an hour's grace to reach pickup and drop-off points before the official operating hours daily. And minibuses will be allowed to carry only 70% of their maximum licensed passenger seating capacity if passengers have no face masks. South African researchers are poised to start enrolling patients in an international clinical trial launched by the World Health Organization, which will compare the safety and effectiveness of 4 different drugs against COVID-19. Meanwhile, Health Minister Zweli Mkhize has announced 27 new cases, which brings the total to 1,380, with 5 deaths. Mkhize was speaking at the launch of 60 mobile clinic units, which will go out into communities to test people in a matter of just 45 minutes. In international headlines, the current coronavirus outbreak is the biggest challenge for the world since World War II. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres warned yesterday. He said it could bring a recession, quote, that probably has no parallel in the recent past. His warning comes amid dire predictions about the possible economic impact of measures imposed to fight the virus. The number of confirmed cases around the world is now nearing 860,000, with more than 42,000 deaths. And despite many and loud appeals for caution, many Africans are rushing to embrace chloroquine, the venerable anti-malaria drug touted as a possible treatment for the coronavirus. Chloroquine has been used for decades as a cheap and safe drug against malaria. Even if the effectiveness of the drugs against coronavirus remains for now unproven, concern about securing enough of them already runs deep. 2 decades ago, Africa, the continent worst hit by HIV, was last in line to receive new antiretroviral AIDS drugs when the treatment emerged from the labs. And now, how COVID-19 has brought freedom for some elephants in Thailand. And as tourism plummets in Thailand because of the coronavirus, many thousands of working elephants face a bleak future. But at the Misa Elephant Park in Chiang Mai, all 78 elephants have been set free for good. Freedom came as their owners scrapped the heavy wooden chairs that are tied to their backs for carrying tourists. This was the first time in 44 years that these elephants had not worn these seats at the start of the day. The camp director said the elephants will now roam free in the grounds and visitors will be able to observe them. But riding on their backs is now something of the past. Good news. In Chiang Mai, where there are 93 elephant camps of varying size, 85 of them are facing closure unless the situation improves. And now an item from the world of entertainment. It seems that while the world is in quarantine and lockdown, we wish to listen to music that is more chilled than upbeat. This is according to feedback reported by music streaming platform Spotify this past Monday, who have also noticed that listeners are veering to playlists that are cooking and housework themed, and that there have been spikes in news, podcasts, and sleepy time children's playlists for those parents working from home. With humanity ever ready to display its sense of humor, the song that has seen a 135% increase in streams in the past weeks is the Police's 1980s hit, Don't Stand So Close to Me. That's where we leave it for now on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
The social media has been just blowing up because this morning, of course, we posted the question about being creative and we said, good morning, everybody. Of course, lockdown has really encouraged us all to be a bit more creative. Have you picked up any new talents? You said you started using a broomstick. I saw how you worked quickly.
Did you like that?
There. I did not feel sad or bad for her at all. But a lot of people came through giving their ideas as well. So what does people have to say?
Yeah, we got some really awesome comments. Keep coming with the comments, guys. We love engaging and interacting with everybody. And we got something from Quinton Mlaza. Morning Expresso team, new talent discovered, writing new ideas in content creating and more muffin making. It was a challenge, but now I can make them without a blink. I think Clem might be the one responsible for that in the kitchen. So
could be.
Yeah, passing on the love, Clem. Nice stuff. Then we've also got Maria Festo, who says, good morning, Expresso family. Good morning. I'm baking my own bread and own bread rolls, getting them carb loving.
That's it. The people are just out here doing the most. Another comment came through from Sibusisa saying, morning Expresso family, I've learned to use plastic plumbing pipes, PVCs, as a material for making laundry baskets and using timber to craft anything. I would absolutely love to see those pictures. So if you do have pictures of that, send that through. And then lastly, Vanslex Josie says, yes, I can now sprint from my bedroom to the fridge in 3 minutes. That is gold. Before it was 6 minutes when I first had to get the dog, the cat, the parrot, and the goldfish out of my way. I love that. But of course, if you have any more creative ways of how you are doing during this lockdown, let us know on Expresso Morning Show SABC3. Keep it locked here from 7 to 9 a.m. But right now, we are going to take a quick break and we'll see you after these.
Clover Fresh Milk is the #1 milk brand in SA, made with love by Clover.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Hello, you beautiful people. Good morning. Welcome back to it. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso. We are live on SABC3. Thank you so much for choosing to start the day off with us on this beautiful day 7 of the lockdown and the coronavirus cases in South Africa. This is nothing to smile about. They have risen to 1,380 confirmed cases. Now, staying at home is essential to curbing the spread of COVID-19. And medical doctor Michael Moore, he joins us via video call this morning to take us through why social distancing is so, so important, why we need to be paying attention and listening. The symptoms you need to be on the lookout for, as well as what the hotline Hello Doctor is all about. Dr. Michael Moore, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing, man? Good to chat to you this morning.
Absolutely fantastic. All the better for seeing your face this morning on the screen. But Doctor, humans are social beings. We know this. We are all such social beings. So the idea of social distancing is something completely new to all of us, absolutely foreign. What is it and why is it so important in the midst of the coronavirus pandemic at the moment?
Well, it's a great question, and thank you for asking that, because it's a tough thing to deal with, as you said, as social beings. But the whole idea behind social distancing is to kind of separate people who have the virus, who are sick with the virus, from people who don't have the virus. It's as simple as that. And that's the way we flatten the curve and prevent transmission. Now, people often ask, but does social distancing work? And the answer is absolutely. In the Spanish flu 100 years ago, we know that cities that responded sooner had far fewer death rates, and applied social distancing than those who didn't. And if you fast forward that to today, cities in China that responded quicker than Wuhan did had far fewer hospitalizations. So social distancing, preventing the transmission of the disease really, really does work. And as hard as it is to stay at home and not go out, guys, you need to do that. Not for you, because most of us will survive the disease. It's for those who are at risk for getting the disease. That's who we want to avoid.
Just for the greater good of it all. But now, here we are. The country's finding itself in lockdown in an effort to stop the spread of the coronavirus. And of course, most of us, we're staying home. But Dr. Moore, just remind us again about the symptoms that we need to be looking out for, because there's a lot of confusion around this at the moment.
Yeah, and the confusion is largely this kind of infodemic that we've had, but a great question. So the major symptoms are a sudden onset of fever, that's anything over 38 degrees Celsius, a cough, people often say dry cough, it can be any kind of cough, a sore throat, tiredness, and difficulty in breathing or shortness of breath. So those are the symptoms, very similar to flu symptoms, similar to kind of the common cold, so hard to differentiate. If you get symptoms like that, don't rush off to the hospital. Don't go off to your doctor. Just call a doctor or get hold of someone that can speak to you, because what you don't want to do is obviously infect more people. And the most dangerous symptom you need to be looking out for in terms of when do I go and see a doctor is that shortness of breath. If you really start to struggle to breathe, that onset is quick with coronavirus. That's when you need to go and see someone.
Okay, so a lot of people are going to be taking to Dr. Google first and then going on to speak to their doctor. When would you say it's advisable to speak to Dr. Google first before seeing an actual doctor? Or should you actually just skip the Dr. Google and go straight to an actual real doctor?
Such a loaded question to ask that to a doctor. But I tell you what, Dr. Google knows a lot. All right, but it doesn't know you, and that's the big challenge. So, like I said, there's been an infodemic during this pandemic, this tidal wave of media coming down this pipeline to every home, and we don't know what to believe anymore. And the challenge with Dr. Google is so often it's a worst-case scenario. Type your symptoms in, and you're going to die. And as clever as AI is, and it is clever, what it doesn't have is the ability to reason. It doesn't have a doctor's diagnostic reasoning ability. In other words, a doctor will ask you about your circumstances, your physical health, your mental health, take into account all those factors, and then make a decision. Dr. Google can't do that. That's why it's so important to speak to a human being, another doctor who understands you, understands your environment, understands that you're South African and can deal with those issues. That's why I would say if you are worried, speak to a doctor. Don't go to Dr. Google.
Well put, Dr. Moore. Now, many people think that if they present the slightest symptoms, that they should head out to a hospital, which obviously overwhelms healthcare facilities, and we know that they are under immense pressure at the moment. We want to make sure that we use all these resources as smartly as possible. But you've come up with a free hotline service. It's called Hello Doctor that will assist during this trying time. Please tell us more about Hello Doctor.
Well, thank you for the compliment. It sounds like I've come up with it. It's been around for quite a while, many years now. And the idea really is this, as you said, the challenge we have is that people who feel ill, who think they have coronavirus, are going to descend on our hospitals. And that means there are going to be far too many people there that don't need to be there. 85% of people who get coronavirus will have a mild disease and will be able to get through this at home. But if those people are rushing to the hospitals and the clinics in the neighborhoods, they're going to prevent people that need to be treated from getting treatment. And that's what we're trying to prevent. And so how can we tell someone who has no medical degree, just relax, you'll be fine, without giving them access to a doctor? So that's what Hello Doctor is all about. It's an absolutely free service, 24/7, anytime, anywhere, on any phone, in your pocket. And the idea is it's a USSD service. So in other words, you'd go through a little bit of a screening test, asks you a couple of questions to determine if you are at risk for corona. If you are at risk, a doctor's going to call you back and engage with you and apply that diagnostic reasoning we spoke about earlier and let you know if you are at risk or not, and then help you manage that condition. Because a lot of the time, our doctors are saying, you don't need to go to a hospital. You really just need to manage this at home, a lot of bed rest, a lot of fluid, some paracetamol, Panado if you've got, but please don't panic. And that's the idea behind Hello Doctor. And it's aimed at our lesser privileged communities. So it's the USSD is absolutely free. You don't need any airtime. You don't need any data. You can use any phone, a basic feature phone if you have. That won't exclude you from access to these doctors. It's 24/7. We've got a whole bunch of volunteer doctors that have volunteered their time and are ready to give you a call back. So that's the idea. It's just anytime, anywhere, immediate access to a doctor to answer your questions and your concerns around coronavirus. And most importantly, give you reassurance.
I love this.
We need to manage this disease at home, not in our hospital.
We need to manage this at home and not in our hospitals. And I know we have such pressure right now with test kits, so we want to make sure that we use all of those sparingly. But thank you so much, Dr. Michael Moore, for making time to chat to us this morning. I have to say before I let you go, you look absolutely amazing this morning. At home. I mean, can you imagine? Can you cope with this?
It has to be the lighting.
And there's so much love for you. Thank you so much for that, of course. All of that information is available on hellodoctor.co.za. And for more information about the coronavirus, you can go on www.sacoronavirus.co.za. That Hello Doctor USSID rather is *120 *394#. Make sure you use this facility. There's so many medical professionals who've taken their time and volunteered their time, their skill, and their expertise to be able that they're able to intervene and help all of us during this tough time.
Looking for immune support? Remain at your peak all year round with Immuenza.
All right, so we are back in the kitchen getting these hands clean, and we've got something extra special for you all. It's a new little recipe, and I know it's quite easy to get into the same old breakfast rut when you're stuck at home, but with so many days of lockdown ahead of us, why not try some cool new ideas? I know I definitely need some of them. So shake off those lockdown cobwebs and start your day fresh with New Laid. Nourish your body and mind with the goodness of New Laid eggs and the sweet and spicy Bombay toast recipe. And now this sounds interestingly delicious. What exactly is going on? Ingredients in a sweet and spicy Bombay toast, is that correct?
Yes, I thought like earlier you guys did like a French dish.
Yes.
Well, I'm taking the French to India and we're going to spice it up, baby. And give it some spices and some sweet. And it actually, when I just listen to the word, like Bombay sweet and spicy toast, really it makes my legs go all jiggly.
That sounds like a beautiful collaboration.
Yeah.
Of course, we're using eggs, which for me is an essential ingredient. I just had a beautiful workout, so I think the 13 essential minerals and vitamins that are in that egg is going to be perfect for a post-workout meal. I think getting lots of protein in the egg especially is also good.
Yeah.
Replenish those glycogen stores that we've just worked out. So this is the perfect post-workout meal, but I can't say that yet until it's made. So shall we start this thing up?
Yes. So we've got our beautiful fresh new laid egg, because remember, a fresh egg is a new laid egg.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and we're going to add some chili. Do you like fresh chili?
I love chili. You know why? Especially for me, chili actually helps with your metabolism, kickstarts your metabolism. So it's an extra addition to making that fat burn just a little bit more.
Yeah. Some turmeric and to actually some like warm, beautiful cinnamon spices. It's like Easter as well.
Right.
And we're going to add we need some milk and some cream and a little bit of sugar for that sweetness. But first with the egg. How do you break your egg?
Well, look, often in the morning, especially trying to get to work on time, you're just going gung-ho, and I'm chucking my eggs in, and often I get a little piece of shell, so maybe you can help me with my problem.
So just use a normal knife that you eat with. and then in the center, just do that, and it's a clean cut, and there you go.
Is that it?
That's it.
Damn.
So I'm going to do another
Robbed all
one.
my
2
life.
eggs. Yeah, just do that. Clean cut, and there you go. No shells in the dish. So now we're going to add some cream to our eggs to give it that rich and lusciousness to your French, no, not French, Bombay toast.
Bombay French fusion. And of course, if you just joined us, remember one large egg is filled with 13 essential vitamins and minerals. It's quality controlled, and each egg is collected daily to ensure maximum freshness. And then after that, they still undergo stringent quality controls and checks before making it all the way to our table and to our freshly laid, new laid eggs that we are about to incorporate into this meal.
So tell me, how much chili do you like?
Let's go gung-ho.
Let's go gung-ho. We're going to add everything.
We are going straight into the Oriental.
It's going to be hot. And some beautiful turmeric. It's going to add color and flavor, and then some cinnamon.
I must just say, turmeric for me is a number one. It adds to inflammation, so it actually reduces inflammation along with cinnamon as well. So that's double up. Not only does it taste good, it also has a beneficial health additive to it. So that's awesome.
So I've added a bit of seasoning. Always season a bit with some salt and some pepper. And now I'm just going to add some butter to my pan. I try and always use a non-stick pan. We're going to add that butter there.
I try to do that as well, just so that it helps me when I have to clean it up afterwards.
And that's going to also add to the lusciousness of this dish. And now the only thing you do, you dunk your French toast in there and let it soak up all that beautiful egg and all these beautiful spices.
Get that protein layered on. I need to replenish.
Yes. So we're going to add another one, and that is it. You can cut your bread if you want to. You can, keep it whole like I'm doing now.
And we can add that French bourgeois by maybe making some shapes out of our bread,
Yes, yes. So all you do, you brown it on the one side. It goes brown very easily. There we go, like that. And remember, you can add any spices that you like. If you want something else, do it, You could add some cumin if you just want to make it salty, some cumin, some coriander, and make it... Okay, I will even put a bit of curry in here, like a little bit of curry.
You can make it your own, definitely.
You can absolutely make it your own.
Let us know at home as well, you guys that are trying out these meals. Join us on the expressoshow.com and let us know what sort of infusions, how you're putting a little twist on your Bombay sweet and sour toast infusion that we've got going here. We've obviously got our recipe. We've used turmeric, chili, and cinnamon just to add that little bourgeois Oriental flavor. But you guys let us know at home how it's going. And of course, tune in to the online show. It's the expressoshow.com, and let us know everything that is new laid, everything that is egg, and any other incredible post-workout meals that you can suggest for us. Anyway, enjoy, guys. Keep us tuned in, and we'll see you after the ad break.
Kick off your savings goals with 0 monthly fees and unlimited swipes. Get a pay-as-you-use account on the Nedbank Money app today. Money.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast show. This is Expresso right here on SABC3. Thank you so much for choosing to start off your Thursday morning with us right here. Now, we are almost 1 week into the national lockdown, and it's the perfect time to learn something new. So we are challenging you to learn the hashtag Tropica dance. It's a fun challenge for the whole family to participate in, and it will keep those youngsters very busy. Trust me, the moves are very easy and simple, and anyone can do it, right?
Listen, Kutle, it is so easy. Everyone can do it. The viewers at home, you can do it as well. I'm going to be teaching Kutle right now, step by step. So wake up, uncle, auntie, the dogs, the cats, mama, papa, amal, ons gaat het nou
Everybody.
doen. Okay, everybody. It's a Tropica dance challenge, okay? Very simple. I'm going to start with the legs first. You're going to go out with the right leg, back with the right leg, out with the left leg, back with the left leg. So that's the feet. Now we're going to do the hands. We call this the scary hands. We call this the Michael Jackson hands. Have fun with it, guys. It's a dance challenge. We are not trying to be the next You Got Surf. We are just having fun with it, okay?
Yes.
So we're going to go out. So the hands, you go out and in and out and in. Now put it together. You go out and in and out and in. Perfect. So now what we're going to do with the right foot, leg, you're going to cross over, cross, together, cross, together. Again, have fun with it. If you want to have some swag, do it like that, you know, all of that. And then, of course, we're going to repeat the step again. So go out and in, out and in. And what you do on the right, you do with the left. So you're going to cross over with the left, go open, close, easy peasy.
Simple.
Let's start from the top again.
Yes.
So go open in, swag it out, and go. Open in, swag it out, swag it out. Okay, I see you guys. And now with the feet, very simple again. We're gonna do a count of 8. You're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's out in, starting with the right foot, always first. And then you're gonna go with your hands where my Tropica at, okay? So the hands goes in, 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that, okay? So go, and then afterwards, let's flip it over and then go, here's my Tropica. So, okay, put it all together, you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, here's my Tropica. Easy peasy.
Easy
lemon
peasy.
squeezy. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go stomp with the feet again. I always start with the feet, so stomp. With your hands, you're gonna do shake.
Oh.
Okay, so stomp, and then bring it in. Do that again. So go stomp, bring it in, and then of course, the one, the only, the presidential, just like so. Yes, just like that, okay? So without music, we're gonna try this from the top. Here we go, and bring it out, in, cross it over, go, out, in, cross it over, go. Where my Tropica, here's my Tropica. Stomp, bring it in, stomp, bring it in. Presidential. Easy peasy,
voila.
Lemon squeezy. Now we're going to add some music, and this is the time you can have fun with it. You can just bring it in, and if you want to add your own spice to it, you can do it, okay? You at home, stand up. We're going to get into this. Here we go.
Smooth flaming fortune.
To the left.
Nothing smooth.
Hey.
Smooth flaming fortune.
Hey. To the left. Go. Where my Tropica, here's my Tropica. Bring it up. Bring it in. Okay, here we go. And presidential. Love it. There we go. Very simple. That was amazing.
Absolutely.
I am loving for it, guys. Now, if you at home want to give it a try, just record yourself, your family, your partner, the dogs, doing the smooth hashtag Tropica dance and post it on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, or even Facebook using the hashtag Tropica. Now, while you're at it, also nominate a friend or two to join in on the fun. Let's have a look at some of the clips that we've received so far. Let's check it out.
Arriving in hot paradise, smooth Tropica on ice. Party hard at nighttime, waking up in the sunshine. Toast to those who couldn't deal with the tension. 6 figures, I'm cashing out my pension. Smooth flaming fortune, nothing smooth. Smooth flaming fortune, nothing smooth. Smooth flaming fortune, nothing smooth. Smooth flaming fortune, nothing smooth.
Okay, we feel it. We are seeing your vibes, guys. Remember, your challenge can also be featured on Expresso, so get your phones out right now, get your moves ready, and post at #TropicaDanceChallenge on our social media using #Tropica. And of course, if you missed out on Tuesday's episode, where have you been? It's Tropica Island of Treasure, Curacao. Remember to catch the repeat this Saturday at 8 p.m. only on SABC3.
Tropica Island of Treasure Curacao. With 5 teams remaining in the competition, the weight of the treasure may prove too much to carry for some. Oh, they toppled over! For one team, that means the end of the road. This could be it!
They were doing so well.
I know we're not leaving so early. This is Tropica Island of Treasure Curacao.
Catch Tropica Island of Treasure Curacao Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. Repeat Saturdays at 8 p.m. only on SABC3. The stage is yours. Own it.
Welcome back to the kitchen. We've got the gents out here. I love this change of scenery.
I love it.
Breaking down.
Can I have some as well,
yeah,
please?
Of course,
please,
my man.
throw some my way.
Some of
Thank
that.
you.
And now I know that shopping for ingredients has become more difficult, and we sometimes struggle to stay inspired and eat healthily at the same time. As we #stay at home. But thankfully, Be Well and Expresso have you covered with this homemade hummus, pita bread, and salad recipe using Be Well's dairy-free mayo, along with a standard set of pantry ingredients that most of us should already have at home. You can enjoy a home-cooked meal for the entire family, keeping you healthy, happy, and entertained during the lockdown period. And don't forget, obviously, to wash your hands and sanitize for at least 20 seconds before getting down into the business. Tabiso Makubela, what is going down? Are you ready?
Well, I'm so ready, but I'm really so excited about this one because we're staying at home, but at the same time, we get to travel to the Middle East in our culinary delight that we're making this morning. And I'm particularly very excited about this because you know me, I'm not like #1 in the kitchen.
I'm finding this out, yes.
But I'm not like #5 either. So I'm like in the middle, you know, between I'm like #3 in the kitchen. So I'm going to be showing you how to make a very delicious and creamy and rich and delicious hummus spread, as well as some nice little shut-in on the side. I'll tell you why I'm calling it that, okay, cool? So let's just go through some of our ingredients. First of all, you got some chickpeas, okay?
I love chickpeas, I must say, rich in fiber.
Yes.
It's got good protein, and it's going to especially assist us in our immune systems during this time.
That's right, so we're getting all of that good stuff in there. And then you got some spices in there. We've got cumin and paprika, which is fantastic. So you get those
flavors.
nice spicy flavors. They're rich as well coming through. Some salt and pepper. Get the salt in there and pepper. Mix it all
Good
together.
electrolytes in that salt as usual as well.
Absolutely. And then some lemon juice, which we've prepared fresh here in the studio, in the kitchen. Put that in there.
I must say, you're handling this very well. I'm impressed.
Well,
holding it together in the kitchen.
I'm not #5, but I'm not #1. I'm somewhere in the middle. And then you add some water because I can already tell this is going to be quite thick. Depending on how thick you want it to be or not so thick you want it to be, you can add as much water as you want. Just keep monitoring and making sure that it's not obviously watery. You don't want it to be watery. And then this is the king of this particular dish and this hummus that I'm making. This is our Be Well olive and canola mayonnaise, which is fantastic. You want to do 2 big scoops of this in there. 1, 2, or however many that you want, really. This is fantastic. I really like this because it's endorsed by the Heart and Stroke Foundation, which is really good. The story of it is fantastic because it stands and represents good health and living and all the things that we want to get out of.
I think, Tabiso, if I'm looking at these ingredients correctly, I do stand to be corrected. But if I'm seeing that this is gluten-free, egg-free, and dairy-free, we've got chickpeas, which is coming from a lovely plant base. And then everything else here is also fresh from the garden, essentially. Surely that makes this a vegan meal, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, that's exactly it.
Wow,
this is
beautiful.
It's one of those meals that you can all have. Yes, it is meat-free. Everyone can have this and enjoy it, and you can really dip into it. So I'm about to mix it all up together in here.
Work that blender, boy.
And of course, if you want to get your hands on this recipe, we have made it available on our website, expressoshow.com. Go and find it. We put it there. Easy steps. And as you've seen as well, the ingredients that we're making use of, it's not that many ingredients, so it's very quick and simple and easy stuff to get. Most of the stuff you'll have at home already as well, right?
Generally, yeah, this should be definitely lying around in the pantry or in the fridge, and I think there's a lot of alternatives that we could still create the same effect. Provided we have those chickpeas, of course, everything else can create a so that is looking like a beautiful consistency. That is incredible, my man. I'm very impressed.
Oh, this is good, and I like that it's not so thick as well, because you don't want it too thick, especially if you're going to be leaving it on the table, everybody helping themselves over time. It can dry up very quickly. So you want to make sure that it lasts on the table for as long as possible. The thing is, it won't last off the table, so you're not going to be able to put it in the fridge because people are going to finish it because it's nice, it's delicious.
I'm with you now.
We're done with this.
Especially if I'm here at least because it's smelling really good.
If I'm here myself. Okay, so then now we're making the salad. What I like about the salad, the tomatoes, the cucumber, already all the goodness that's coming through from there. You know, I don't have to say anything about it. Then some onions. Let's put some onions in there. Throw in some onions, okay. And then I've got some olives.
Yeah.
Throw in some olives in there.
We're just going for a little big up mix over here?
Absolutely. And then some vinegar. The vinegar is fantastic because the vinegar just sort of neutralizes the flavors of all these ingredients that I've put in there, right? And a little bit of the Be Well olive oil that we're getting in there. You don't want to make too much, but you also don't want it to not be nice and like oily. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want it nice and oily.
You don't want a soggy salad.
No, nobody likes that. Nobody likes that. So I'm going to mix all of this up, and then we've got some chives, freshly chopped chives in there. You can put as much as you want. And of course, if you want to get your hands on this recipe one more time, go on expressoshow.com. We've put it up there with a list of ingredients and all the steps involved. And there you go. Before you know it, this is very quick and easy. Easy enough for a Thabiso to make in the kitchen, and that tells you how quick and simple it is, but all the goodness that you can expect from any Be Well product that is, of course, endorsed by the Heart and Stroke Foundation. So what you do is you grab some bread. This is what we made earlier, okay? Look at you smiling.
I'm blown away.
So delighted. I love it. Some bread over here. I'll leave some for you, but it's pretty simple. We've already coated this bread of ours with Be Well olive oil as well. You just like nicely spread, nicely, that then you eat.
And what is the verdict over there, Thabiso?
Do you want me to tell you? Delicious.
Guys, I am absolutely impressed by Thabiso, man. I've never seen work like this in the kitchen before, especially from you. I had my doubts, but I think we definitely pulled through. The gents have held it down in the kitchen. So join us after the break. We've got some more health, wealth, and wellness coming at you, and everything COVID. See you later.
Find your smooth fortune with Tropica. Buy a Tropica promo pack, enter now, and stand a chance to win your share of 1 million rand in prizes and the smooth grand prize of a Suzuki Ignis. The more Tropica you buy, the more chances you have to win.
Also catch the new season of Tropica Island of Treasure Curacao every Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. on SABC3 from the 3rd of March.
Tropica, nothing smoother.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, all you beautiful people, right here to your Feel Good Breakfast Show on SABC3. When you hear that sound, you know it's time to get into our baby talk. And we are having a very serious conversation this morning. As we know, the number of COVID-19 cases are on the rise within South Africa. Now, we have seen the first few cases being reported in some of South Africa's biggest townships, you know, where thousands of families live in very close proximity to one another. And some households have as many as 7 to 10 people living together. And this, of course, makes social distancing that much more difficult. Now, this morning, we are chatting to medical doctor and health advocate Dr. G about what it means for infants and babies living in the township through such a deadly pandemic. Good morning, Dr. G.
Hello, it's good to see you guys. Good morning.
Good to have you with us on that side, of course, being safe at home. I want to get right into it. Just about 3 days ago, we've seen that Khayelitsha, right here in Cape Town, has had its very first case of the coronavirus. Take us through it. What does this mean for babies, for infants and parents living in this cramped spaces like these townships at the moment?
I think it's very important to bear testament to the realization and awareness that South Africa obviously doesn't have the same structure when it comes to settlements and where everybody lives. We are 100% worried about communities where social distancing is difficult, and we know that this tends to be in semi-urban areas, in rural areas, and of course in some aspects of villages. So the biggest concern with a lot of the containment and the strategies that government has put in place is around those communities, and how do we best safeguard them by teaching them all the hygiene and safe sanitation practices to best protect them. And I think that's the moral of the conversation today. It should be about what can we do to empower people at a level of where they live before we even talk about perhaps what they are contending with in the outside world.
Absolutely. I also feel like it's easier said than done because, you know, we are encouraging social distancing. We are saying, you know, the practice of proper hygiene is almost impossible for these people because they are living in such, you know, cramped up spaces. They don't have access to proper sanitation. But maybe let's get into it. What are your suggestions to parents living in these conditions right now?
I think the very first thing we need to tackle, Jamie Lee, is the rules of really raising your child as well as you can under any circumstance. And we always look at wellness and well-being for children when it comes to three very basic needs. And I think even during the coronavirus outbreak, parents need to pay attention to whether or not they are able to meet these to the best of their ability. When it comes to children, your most important thing is to pay attention to their physical needs, is to pay attention to emotional needs and cognitive needs. You know, it's very easy for us to get lost in the conversation of how the adults are doing, but the child who has no idea what is actually happening right now in the world needs the same kind of attention, and perhaps in some instances more. The good news is that we're aware that the virus at this point tends to cause milder disease in children than in adults. So I guess there is some reprieve there for parents to take some comfort to say, you know, even as they watch over their child just from a physical symptom point of view, there is some light at the end of the tunnel. But let's look at physical needs first. Yes, some parents find themselves in an unfortunate situation where they aren't living in ideal circumstances, but your home, your physical space at home is still the primary sanctuary for your child right now, especially during lockdown. So making sure that the environment is clean, that is my number one statement I want to make to parents. Making sure that you're changing, if your child is still in diapers, changing these diapers regularly, making sure that your child has clean clothes. You know, we overlook little things because sometimes we also send our kids to daycare and we forget that these youngsters at home can also get up to a lot of mischief. So really cleanliness is the first step. The second thing is making sure that there's as much sterility in the house, whether you are living in a shack or you're living in a proper house. What we need to pay attention, and this is stuff that is within our control, and I believe there's been a lot of initiatives where organizations are really supporting parents on giving them some resources here. But sanitizing, especially if you're not breastfeeding and you're bottle feeding, sanitizing and sterilizing those bottles. So you've got control over that as a parent. These are things you're usually doing even before Corona, and that's something that you can continuously do. And then it's really important to look at just the general space where the child is sleeping. Is it clean? Is it dry? And I think it starts there. The second space that we obviously need to look at, and I know it's very difficult when parents are just trying to survive themselves in this environment, but we need to look at the emotional and cognitive needs of the child. You know, kids between newborn and, toddler age are really, really used to routine. And most of the time, as I was saying, a lot of parents are working and they've kind of sent that responsibility to someone else. Now the child is at home. It's so important to build security around your child. And sticking to a routine and having a routine at home really reinforces that security, that structure, that comfort. And it allows the child to calm down during an uncertain phase. And that, for me, is one of the second most important things. The third one is really looking at how the child is stimulated throughout the day. You know, responding to your child. Children often can't communicate if their symptoms are changing. And, we in flu season, and a lot of people are overlooking that your child is going to have sniffles.
Dr. G, thank you so much for all these vital, important notes that you gave us and tips that you gave us. I think it's more important that we focus on the well-being of the child in this space and in this time, but also remember to stay home and stay safe, sanitize. But of course, it's all about the well-being of the child at this point. So thank you so much, Dr. G, and let's get back into the kitchen.
Now, I'm pretty sure that your children at home during this lockdown period are asking you at least 500 times for a snack or two, because I know that my self-claim, I always ask myself for a snack. But the funny thing is, when you allow them to reach out for a snack at home in the pantry, they're gonna reach out for the least healthy thing, the most sugary thing. But lucky for us, Woolies, okay, has a few ideas on the kinds of snacks that we can make with our children at home. And we are about to make a healthy owl. And what other animal is that?
Okay, can you look at this? Can you see what it is?
Yes.
Don't hurt my feelings now, because I made that.
An owl and a... what's that other one? A frog!
Yay!
Got it!
Okay, so we're gonna get started. This is like a great activity to do with your kids. Yesterday, as I was coming back from work, walking down the passage, I heard the mom going, and today we're going to paint. And the kid was like, but we painted yesterday and the day before. And she was like, we're gonna paint.
Today, we are painting, okay?
So guys, listen, we're not painting today. We're making these amazing animal toasts, okay? So we made that fancy toast earlier. Now this is my favorite one, actually. Safe for kids, but actually I had so much fun doing this. So I got some beautiful avo smashed down on my toast already. I'm gonna turn it around so you can see exactly what I'm doing to camera.
Yes.
But I got the eyes going first.
With your eggs, your boiled eggs?
Yeah, because essentially you don't want to be giving them like things that you know is not really good for them to be adding to their toast. Give them the healthy things that you want them to eat, and they're gonna get like involved, and they're gonna be like, I made this, I'm gonna eat it anyway.
Exactly. I was about to say, like, kids get really excited when they are allowed to make things in the kitchen by themselves, for themselves, and they'll eat it, even if it's healthy.
Exactly.
As long as they made it.
Exactly. It's not about the trickery. I'm ready for parenthood. I'm not a parent yet, but I'm ready for the parenthood. I know
We are
it's all.
practicing. This is the practice round.
This is the practice. This is for practice. So there we go. We got some eyes on there. Bring it down. Why does my other frog look like more of a frog? Anyway, you know what? We're just doing our things, giving him
keep
some
it
like.
moving.
Keep it moving. Keep it flowing. Okay. Boom. First frog out. Done. Okay. Then we're gonna make a sweet one.
Did you use something to shape your circles or anything, or is it just freehand?
All right, we actually, let's actually talk about that. So I took some salami. You can use some cold, any cold meat, like a beef or a chicken or salami. And I just took like a little round shape, and I used a knife just to shape that out like that.
Okay.
Just to get the rounds. Essentially, you can put the whole piece of salami on there and just see what happens.
True.
You know, it's kids. And then cut a little feet over there. So I got the eyes and the black olives. That's for the little eyes and the nostrils. But yeah, and a little bit of salt in there, maybe a little bit of chives. Because I mean, the frogs are green. Frogs are green.
Love it.
Just like that. Now, our sweet one. So we got some peanut butter. Woolies also have an amazing selection of nut butter. So if whatever you have at home, you've got almond butter, the macadamia butter, get that out. Raul was talking about those good fats. He endorsed them. Nature Boy approved. Boom.
Ding, we've got Nature Boy stamp.
That's him. I hear him. There we go. So we're going to build our... This one is... What is this one again? Oh, it's the owl. Okay, cool.
We're doing the owl now using a peanut... What if someone is allergic to peanut butter? Can we replace it with something
Why are you throwing me under the bus live on TV?
I'm sorry, maybe like butter or jam.
So absolutely, take it out. You don't have to use peanut butter. I'm trying to think what else would be a great... What about...
Cheese spread.
And then you make it a savory owl. And you take the other stuff, you just adapt it and make it a savory owl.
That's true.
Friend, Bluetooth, high five, wow, done. Okay, so now let's pull. We'll start with the feathers at the bottom. Okay. So we got some banana.
Sliced banana.
Sliced banana. This is also, like I said, it's a great way to get kids eating fresh ingredients right now. And I mean, I shopped all these things. All these ingredients are available in Woolies stores right now. So go and get it. Have fun in the kitchen.
Do the right thing and head over to taste.co.za for these incredible ideas, and also to our website, expressoshow.com.
Right, I'm doing this like as a 30-second challenge. I think I'm doing all right.
You're doing pretty
the beak is
well.
Upside down. The beak is upside down.
And these are my favorite fruits, actually, but I'm not sure about bananas on bread.
Bananas on bread, banana and peanut butter. I mean, Elvis even had a sandwich of banana, peanut butter, and bacon.
Excuse me?
It's called the Elvis sandwich.
Wow, and people actually eat it.
Yeah, Uncle Tom.
Banana, peanut butter, and bacon. If you guys have tried it before, please let me know how it is on our social media platforms using the hashtag Expresso Show. How are we going so far?
We're good.
With our...
Also, you know what I want to know on social media? People, let me know what are the weirdest things you've had on a sandwich. I love I love when people do that, though.
I know chips is very popular.
Yes, absolutely.
Chips are very popular. Fruit, obviously popular. Now we have our owl and our frog. Absolutely
owl and a frog done. The kids will be happy. I'm not going to lie, I had so much fun doing this, more than the kids. I mean, I might take over this activity, tell the kids to sit on the side.
I have a lot of FOMO. But if you want to see how you can do this, make sure to join us on our Facebook Live after the show. This is such cool ideas, and you can have peace of mind at home that the kiddies will be snacking, the healthy way. Go to taste.co.za for 10 wholesome and healthy snack ideas for the kids that won't leave them on a sugar high.
Clover Fresh Milk is the #1 milk brand in SA, made with love by Clover.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you gorgeous people. It is still your feel-good breakfast show. It's Expresso live on SABC3 Thursday, Fake Friday, Claim Vrydag. Thank you so much for choosing to start the week off with us, and so far getting into Thursday and being in isolation. We're all in this together, but we know that being in isolation can feel a bit strange, and it certainly does hit for a lot of people. Lots of people are also finding it new and interesting ways of keeping themselves entertained. They're coming up with activities to make self-isolation a bit more interesting. So we've asked you to go onto social media and use the hashtag #GotGame and show us how you've got game to stay at home. Maybe you're learning a new dance routine to share with your friends after lockdown. We've seen lots of dance challenges out there. Maybe you're exploring your angles and learning just how exactly to take the perfect selfie. Maybe selfies aren't your thing and you're learning a new language. Maybe actually you're just deciding to get through as many books as you want if you want to get into reading. But let's be honest, all of that, okay, aside, but the kitchen is where it's at right now. So maybe you're finally getting down to baking that cupcake tower that you've always dreamed of. Well, no matter what it is, we have asked you to show us how you've got game by posting a picture or video of yourself or your family with hashtag #GotGame on Twitter and Instagram or on Facebook to stand a chance of winning that 10,000 Rand game voucher. It's a big one. Let's take a look at some of your entries so far. I've loved them so much. I've seen so many of them on social media. Here's Khatle Babezile Mahlatse saying hashtag #GotGame, showing how to thoroughly wash your hands. Okay, that's it. That's game. That's game right there, because a lot of people don't know how to do it, especially in this time where it's getting quite technical to do it. The 20 seconds singing a song while you're doing it, I love it. Well done, that's really beautiful. We got another one here from Wendy Bell saying, since lockdown began, we have started a chore tuck shop game for our 4 kids. They get to do chores to earn Monopoly money, and then they can buy from our tuck shop. They get text if they are unkind, for example, etc. We've noticed that it teaches them that nothing is free in life, and and that they have to work to get rewarded. They're also learning such valuable business and life skills. The best part about it is that they are loving it. It motivates them as they also get paid if they lessen their technology time and do school work. We also have sale days where certain items go on sale at the tuck shop. Love it. All round, it's working really well. I love that. I love that. I wonder if you've received some complaints at your tuck shop there. I'm always just wondering. I've seen a few of those on social media where it can be a little bit unfair on the parents' part. And I'm like, who do we call? Who's the ombudsman for the kids to call during this time? But I love that, Wendy. That's beautiful. Bingotlo Mabena says, sent us a video showing us their little man keeping them busy. Hashtag #GotGame. Let's see this. You say your little man keeping you busy. I'm just seeing the little man keeping himself busy all the way. I think that the future of the construction industry is in good hands, as you can see. That's a future architect right there. And then we got another one from Maputi, Putines in Zwane saying, we are having a good time with my son. Hashtag #GotGame. Let's take a look. Sure. I wonder how much of that he actually gets through in a day, and if they're all successful. I'd love to hear that. Let me know. Hashtag Expresso Show. That's beautiful. That boy has got game. Sharianne Rue says, my kids are playing a good old-fashioned game of hopscotch. Hashtag #GotGame. I love that. That's really stunning. Let's take a look.
Yeah!
Oh, try again, Len.
Love that. I can't remember when last I saw kids playing that. It's good to see. It's so good to see. All the kids these days are so stuck on their cell phones. To see these good throwbacks coming through is something we love to see. That's the type of content we signed up for. Keep them rolling, keep them flowing. Show us how you have got game by posting a picture or a video of yourself with the hashtag #GotGame on Twitter and Instagram, or comment on the Facebook post, and you could win 10,000 game voucher. That's right. T's and C's, they do apply. You can find them on expressoshow.com, and this competition will run until the 30th of April. So good luck, get entering.
It's quote of the day, and welcome back as we provide you with another inspirational quote to get you through the day. And today, of course, the quote is from, it's Fritzie Bryant, which is a 106-year-old woman who is one of Washington State's oldest residents and is also one of the few people still alive who remembers the Spanish flu. In 1918, a family were tailors and were tasked by the government to make masks instead of clothes. And she's currently actually living through a second pandemic today, and this is what she has to say. Wow.
Wow, there's no sense in playing it down. You have to look it square in the face and do everything you can in your power to make it better. I can't believe that she's living through a second pandemic in her lifetime. She had this to say once more time. There's no sense in playing it down. You have to look it square in the face and do everything you can in your power to make it better. And right now we are encouraged to be on lockdown, to stay at our homes for the benefit of our safety and, of course, our health and our fellow neighbors. Absolutely inspirational. I love it.
I think we are also taking heed on this quote, and we're actually also trying to provide a little bit of betterness, a little bit of positivity, and a little bit of the good stuff in this current pandemic. Obviously, we can't deny it, we can't ignore it, we have to tackle it head on, but we are at Expresso, obviously providing you with something special and making it that much more better.
Absolutely.
Oh, listen, we had such a good show today. Thank you so much, Chef Clem, for being with us from 7 to 9 a.m. this morning. But of course, it's not saying goodbye. At 9:30, we're going over to our Facebook Live Expresso Morning Show, SABC3, where this beautiful man will be answering all your questions regarding the kitchen. And of course, at 9:45 to 10:15, Raul is taking over, where you can burn off all those fats and all the good food that Chef Clem is teaching us in that 15 minutes, and then burn it out with Raul de Morning. So thank you so much, Chef. Yesterday, you were trending.
Thousands and thousands of people. Can you even people were literally asking all the questions. We had thousands of people asking us and tuning in for our session. It's happening again today. Don't miss it out. And my brother Raul over there, he's doing his things. Did you see the way he squats? Listen, we're not going to do it now.
We are doing the things, but of course we're doing this all over tomorrow again at 7 to 9 a.m. But right now, ciao, ciao, meow, meow.
Expresso Show, made with love by Clover. Another feel-good production.